Welcome to the Adhocracy Show, the show for people who know what a good logo can do for you.
We'll be right back. Welcome back. I'm David Landeen.
And I'm JD Melville. And we want to tell you, first off, thanks for watching. It's a great pleasure to have you here and to be enjoying us.
I know. I've been surprised on how many views we've gotten.
Yeah, it's been really promising, and we're excited to bring you more content.
Yeah. So the way this is gonna work, now that we've launched our channel and you got one video every day last week, it's going to be Mondays. Every Monday, you'll get a new video, and we are kind of basing this on how many views and how many subscribers we get. When we get enough subscribers, we'd love to go to 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 a week. That would be great. But for now, we're just going to do Mondays. And then when we hit 1,000 subscribers, then you will get 2 a week. So that's, motivation to share and subscribe and tell all your friends, because we can do it. 1,000. Here we come.
Yeah, help us out, and we can do more of this for you and for ourselves. Yeah. It'll be fun.
All right. So what are we doing today?
Well, today I'm very excited. We have a game.
I like games.
And this time you're playing. This game is how much did they pay for that logo?
All right.
Okay, we're going to go through a couple of examples. Now, some of these are older examples, but it is interesting to kind of get the lowdown on how much some of these things actually cost.
This may help, if you got ripped off for an amazing logo one time. Maybe there's somebody else that did too, or maybe you can feel like, hey, I'm doing pretty good. People are paying some good money for my logos, so we'll have to see.
Absolutely. All right, first off, we're going to go with Google.
Okay.
Now, Google, here's I'm going to give you two options. Basically, this game is going to work. I'm going to give you one price and another. You get to choose between the two.
All right, Price is Right. We got this.
For the Google logo, did they pay nothing or $350,000?
I know that Google kind of was a startup in a garage, and I don't imagine that they had $350,000 when they first came up with their logo. I'm gonna go with 0 on this one.
Wow, perfect. 1 point.
Yes.
Google, they did not pay a thing. In fact, it was designed by the co-founder Sergey Brin on GIMP. So he didn't even have the highest. This was just a free online tool. They later had their friend Ruth Kedar help them on prototypes, and it's actually changed several times over the years. In fact, it most recently changed, in fact, I want to cover some of the rebranding type stuff in another episode. But one of the times they changed it by 1 pixel. They moved stuff by 1 pixel,
and they paid $350,000 for that 1 pixel.
They probably did. Now, the next company is Next. When Steve Jobs was ousted from Apple at the time, he went and started his own computer company called Next. So did he pay $80,000 or $100,000 for this logo?
Oh, man. I have no idea. Let's see. I'm going to go with $100,000 because it's Steve Jobs and he probably would pay $100,000 for something like that.
Wow, 2 points. Next, he paid $100,000. It was actually designed by the famous Paul Rand. Now he,
not to be confused with Rand Paul.
he towards the end of his life, that was just kind of the price. Like, you would pay $100,000 for a logo, and he would actually just give you one logo.
That would just, here you go.
He said,
it's like a pizza.
Yeah,
$5, you get the pizza. That's it.
He would give you a logo, like he'd give you this logo, and he'd give you a booklet or a brochure to be used as a style guide. It would say exactly why he used what he'd used. It was very detailed. In fact, the one for Next was 100 pages long, and it very specifically said that the logo was going to be at a 28-degree tilt. That's how.
And you had to keep by those guidelines. Like, he would come up with it for you.
He would tell you exactly why he did that. It wasn't just like,
I guess if it works, I mean, hey, why not?
Okay, so the next one is the Pepsi rebrand, going from the side swirl to the kind of open.
Oh, okay.
Did they pay $60,000 or did they pay $1 million?
Oh, man. Um, I we'll go $1 million. I mean, why not?
Wow.
Pepsi, $1 million for a logo. They could do it.
They paid $1 million.
They paid $1 million.
They paid $1 million for that logo. Some people have called it the blob version. It's been highly criticized, and especially because it's never going to be as iconic as Coca-Cola.
Yeah,
that's one of the highly criticized points is that they've changed it, it's moved, but Coca-Cola is so iconic. It's so tied to what they are, rather than trying to just be new with the times all the time.
All right. I can see that.
Very nice. All right, so Nike, did they pay for this logo $35 or $350,000?
I kind of cheated on this. I watched a video just the other day, and they told me they paid $35 was the original price for that.
$35 was the original price. It was actually designed by a design student, Carolyn Davidson, for the co-founder Phil Knight. She was actually a student of his accounting class at that time.
Wow.
But they would later go on to give her like a nice gold ring with diamonds and the Nike swoosh in it, and then they gave her kind of a undisclosed amount of Nike stock. So they did pay actually a little bit more than $35 because they were kind enough.
Wow, that would be sad if she didn't get anything afterwards, like the famous logo.
So this one is the Microsoft rebrand in 2011. Did they pay $0 or $1 million?
This is a tough one. I know this. So when was this done?
2011.
2011. Now,
it has changed since, but
okay. So this was. I'm trying to keep my streak alive. We'll go $1 million. $1 million.
$1 million. Okay, that is incorrect. It did not cost them $1 million. It cost them nothing because they actually used their in-house team.
Oh, okay. So they were able to hide the costs.
So I mean, there were probably costs to it of redoing packaging or at least moving that forward, but they did not have to pay for that. All right, next is the 2012 London Olympics. Did they pay $27,500 or $625,000?
$27,500 is a very specific number.
It is.
And I think this just shows how little of it. That kind of looks like it was done by a kindergarten class, a little bit. I mean, if I was just gonna look at it, so I'm gonna go with the lower price of $27,500.
You are incorrect.
Oh my word!
It was $625,000.
That is an expensive kindergartner.
and it was actually just for the logo itself. Like the logo itself costed $625,000. It was very highly criticized, as
That's
you
good.
just criticized it.
I'm not crazy.
That it was very, that it was too simple. It was, there wasn't a lot to it.
Yeah.
So it actually had quite a bit of huff and puff around it.
You should have paid $35 for that one.
Yeah. All right, BBC. They moved from their diagonals to straights. Did they pay $2.3 million or did they pay $1.8 million for this logo?
Well, million here, million there. Hey, BBC, they're all maybe the Euro's doing really good. We'll go with 2.3 million. Higher price.
All right. You're wrong. It was 1.8 million, and that was just for the cost of the logo itself. In fact, there was some really cool stuff with it, like where it's a little bit better slanted. It fits a little bit better on designs and things like that.
I think it's good. I like the new logo. I think it looks really good.
Yeah, and in fact, it saves the money it saves the company a lot of money because it's only a 2-color.
Okay.
So on letterhead and other things that they might print, things like that, it's only a 2-color logo. All right, next up.
Money well spent.
BP. Did they pay $57 million or $211 million?
I need to go into logos, I tell you.
Right.
I would. Well, okay. So we're gonna say that they desperately needed to fix their image. I don't know if this was before the oil spill or after. So I would put out $211 million for a logo if it helped fix my image.
You are correct. It was $211 million for that logo. It included the overall like brand redesign and the remarketing.
So it wasn't just the logo; it was a lot more.
There was a lot more to it. They basically were trying to, you know, their old logo was the shield. They were looking to make the company look a little bit greener because of a lot of the issues of safety and kind of nature that they've...
Green logo and looks green.
But they were highly criticized on it because they paid that much money
$211 million
that could have gone into other efforts. All right, Twitter. Did they pay $15 or $128,000?
Is this their first logo that they like?
First logo, for their original logo.
I could totally see like some college students saying like, I'll pay $15 for a logo, and that college student actually saying yes. I'm gonna say $15.
$15? You are correct. They actually paid $15 on a stock image. So their first image was just a stock image off of iStock Photo, designed by Simon Oakley, and he probably made around $3 for that logo. Out of all of that,
they should invite him in and give him some a ring and some
with diamonds
Twitter stock.
It has been changed slightly since the creation of it. Since they've used it, they have updated it here and there. All right, VeriSign. When the company Symantec when VeriSign was basically brought in, did they pay $1.28 million or $1.28 billion?
1.28 billion? I don't see that number being on there unless it was the actual cost. I mean, it seems so unbelievable that it has to actually. I'm gonna say $1.28 billion.
Interesting line of thought.
Yeah,
you would be correct. Basically, after what
did they do? I don't even know what they do.
Well, this was changed after they acquired VeriSign, but this also included the VeriSign mark and buying out the company and things like that. And in fact, Symantec has made 3 $1 million purchases.
$1 billion or 1 million?
$1 billion acquisitions of VeriSign, Altris, and the Veritas software. So there was a lot of money into those logos.
Okay.
Now, Coca-Cola, the great, iconic Coca-Cola, did they pay nothing at all, or did they pay $1,000? This is our last one for the money.
1,000 or we'll go with nothing. We'll go with lower again. $0 for Coca-Cola.
Wow. Okay, you are correct. They didn't pay a thing. In fact, it was just designed by John Pemberton's bookkeeper, Frank Mason Robertson. The font used is called Spencerian script, and it was used pretty heavily at that time. In fact, Ford's logo had used it as well. He kind of edited the C's because he thought those big C's would look really great on advertising and marketing. So that is the game. That was the how much did they pay for that logo game? Very interesting, right?
I know. I think that I should go into logos.
Yeah. How did you do on the game?
Yeah.
Tell us below. Tell us how many points you got, how many you thought. And if you know of any other logos that were kind of strikingly expensive or not expensive at all, let us know.
And thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing our video. Make sure that you continue doing so we can get up to that 1,000 subscribers. And make sure you also go over to our social media page, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and follow us there. We have some other content that we're going to be putting up there.
Yeah, absolutely. Talk with us. We're excited to have you. Join us next time when we talk about